Hello, and thanks for watching the second match of our Blue-Black Mill deck here on Accumulated Knowledge at PureMTGO.com. We won the die roll. I will elect to play first. This hand is kind of tricky, and give me a second. I'm going to check my game history real quick. Last match was against Fritterbaker, so we're not running back the match we just played. It's kind of tricky in that we have the Terramorphic Expanse and we have a couple of Preordains and we've got the Terramorphic Expanse and a couple of pieces of removal, but we're not guaranteed the right color mana. But I'm going to give this hand a go and see what happens. Our opponent has taken a mulligan to 6. We're going to go and pop that for blue. Let's preordain. Let's ship the Edict to the bottom. Let's keep the Guildgate on top, and let's hit our land drop. Sign in Blood for our opponents. Let's preordain again. Ship the Expanse to the bottom, the Island to the top. And we're not going to ponder here, because if he has something that is important, like Chittering Rats or Crypt Rats or something, Liliana Spectre seems to be fairly important. If I let it resolve, I'm going to Innocent Blood. But I'm going to discard Innocent Blood. I think Counterspell, you know what, we'll let it resolve. I haven't played against this matchup much. So we'll see how that works out for us. I'd rather draw a card anyways. And here we can ponder. We'll put the islands there. We want the curse. Although I probably should have stacked it to where I drew the curse next turn. We'll go ahead and counterspell that guy. Play an island. We'll leave our black mana open. Target him with curse. We'll play our other island, so our next turn's draw is going to be something fresh. Let's keep that on the stack, and let's throw an Edict at him. Go ahead and ponder. I'm not really impressed with either of these cards, so we'll go ahead and, or any of those cards, so we'll go ahead and shuffle. I wonder how much removal he has in his hands. We'll kick this because I was going to discard it anyways. And there's no point in giving him a threat if I'm just going to lose my counterspell anyways. It's Preordain. Both of those cards are not cards we want. The Innocent Blood we'll put on the bottom, the Exclude we'll put on the top. I need to worry about corrupts at this point. Of course, he hasn't milled any, so I don't know if he's actually playing any. With the amount of rats that I've seen, I don't believe he's playing corrupts. I believe he's playing tendrils instead. We'll draw a couple of cards at the end of his turn. We'll draw a couple more at the end of his turn. And we're fairly set up. We've got 3 pieces of counter magic, 2 of which will hit corrupt. And he has conceded. So this sideboard, we're going to bring in Crypt Incursion. We're going to bring in the Prohibit. I don't like the Echoing Decays here. And I'm wondering if he might think that I have... You know, we're going to bring in 2 Spire Golems for 2 of the Innocent Bloods. Our main kill condition is still going to be Curse of the Bloody Tome, so... this hand has the Ponder and the Island Start. We're going to go ahead and keep it. We'll keep the Edict here, the Guildgate here, and the Ponder here. Don't want to shuffle. And we know the next card is Edict. Deprive, Edict, Island. No shuffle. We'll go ahead and discard Una's Grace. That way we have some late game action. I should have cast Innocent Blood. We'll exclude the rats. Well, he didn't attack, so we will Innocent Blood this time. We've got mana up for Deprive and Counterspell and Prohibits if he has a 2-drop. I'd love to prohibit a Sign in Blood. And it looks like we're both kind of having mana issues right now. But I feel a lot better about my own personal mana issues. What's the worst that can happen, right? Run the curse out. Keeping it in play doesn't help me win, or keeping it in my hand doesn't help me win, you know? And if he resolves a big enough threat, we've got Edict. If he doesn't do anything, then we untap. We're going to go ahead and cast Preordain. We're looking for a 4th land. Neither of those are 4th lands, and it pains me to put them both on the bottom. But we got there. We'll exclude the Spectre. Get off there, Blue Arrow. Let's draw a card. That Swamp's going to become an Una's Grace card here shortly. Alright, let's go ahead and open up my graveyard. My graveyard's the one with the blue cards in it. You know what, I'm feeling pretty good about our lands, so let's go ahead and just draw some Krads. I kept the islands because I'm greedy. Yeah, we'll let that resolve. So, gentlemanly of me. There's an Edict. Here's a Prohibit. The fact that I'm fighting counter battles over Undying Evils. Let's go ahead and make our Spire Golem. No. If we really want to, yeah, that's fine. I'll discard Innocent Blood. We'll save that for Grace. We'll take one. If we get ninja'd, we've got Edict. How's our Undying Evil? And to turn Una's Grace into a Ponder, into a Crypt Incursion. Whoa. Nah. I forgot to attack. That's okay. If he attacks with his rat, we'll block this time. Return Grace. And let's go ahead and Incursion. I'm up to 55 life now. And I have double Deprive for his Corrupts. So at this point, for 5 mana, I get a counter target spell, discard a land, draw a card. I'm okay with that. Alright, well, the mono black matchup feels pretty good, actually. The first game, they're going to be drawing so many dead cards against you. You have so much counter magic, you have so much removal. And then game 2, you can either run the option to keep your deck the same, pretty much, minus the Echoing Decays, and bring in more counter magic, or maybe transform your deck a little bit into a Spire Golem control deck. I really like that matchup, and I can't imagine losing it very often. So that was versus Mono Black. We will be back with a third match. Of course we will be. I record these live. I don't know why I say that. Anyways, watch the third match, and thanks again for clicking on Accumulated Knowledge here on PureMTGO.com.